2 is accept the minutes of the previous selectmen's meeting.
I make a motion to accept the minutes as written.
I second the motion. All in favor? Okay. Article 3, public question and answer.
What minutes did you just accept?
The minutes from January 16th, 2024.
And what meeting was that?
What was that?
What meeting was that?
The selectmen's meeting. January 16th, 2024.
January 23rd.
Oh, January 23rd. Okay. Okay. Yeah, sorry, it wasn't the 16th, it was the 23rd. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say that out of years' experience, I'd like to say Paul's doing a great job. I'm really glad to see him working.
Very well, yeah. Yeah.
Doing a great job.
Yeah. You hear that, Paul? You said you're doing a great job. A lot of people in town see that too. Any other questions for public question and answer? Go ahead, Rob.
Maybe it's on the agenda. I didn't see it in there, but do we have an update on when our town election is going to, when our town election is going to be in a subsequent town meeting? Okay, all right, it's not.
It's under other business.
Where are the agendas?
Okay. So article number 4, is that it for public comment, question?
I have a public comment here. We probably want to talk about the whole agenda.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
I know there's been a lot of discussion about getting an agenda before the meeting, and we're doing our best to try to provide an agenda before every meeting. However, the municipal officers are not required by statute to post an agenda or keep minutes of their meetings. These are commonly done since it's helpful to the municipality, but is not mandatory unless required by local ordinance or charter. And I have an email from MMA where it's from, Rebecca McMahon. She said, note that although notice of select board meetings must be given according to Maine's right to know law, that does not require the notice to include an agenda of the meeting. So absent of any local requirements for posting, the board is free to not post an agenda at that time. So we're going to do our best to always get an agenda to you, but if you don't get one, we're working on it. We'll have it ready that night.
We come DG for minimum 15 years. We've never got an agenda to walk in, sign the paper, and the agenda is ready to start.
It's tough because the agenda can change right up to the day of the town meeting. So it's hard to post something, days in advance when stuff can be still changing, stuff's coming in and adding, taking stuff off. But like Steve said, they've always been available at the town meetings or on the town when we signed in. So,
Don't you think it would be a great offering of transparency to continue to post those on the website? That is what the website was for.
if,
That's also a place for the minutes to be posted, any action taken, things like that. Keep the public abreast to what we're doing for business.
I agree 100%.
Do you agree 100%?
Yeah.
Well, then I would like to make a motion to continue to put the agenda and the minutes on the website that belongs to the town. Can I get a second?
We just said that it's tough.
So you don't agree?
I do agree if it's time
So,
available.
as a duly elected selectman, I don't believe that I should have to pick up my agenda copy at the meeting. I sent an email today to the town office asking for one to be sent to me so I could go over it before the moment I get here. and I have had no response. I also asked at the last selectmen's meeting if the mail in my box could be mailed to my address, and a copy of the minutes that were signed or approved could be sent to me as well. That had never been done. I would kind of like to know why, you're the chairman.
Well, you travel by the town office.
Would you like to talk about why I haven't been in the
Just
town
stop it.
office?
Talk about it if you choose.
Because I haven't been to the town office to do any business for the town since the 20th of December. So that's 60-something days. I think it's possible that could change next week. But at the moment, I have been kept from, or I feel like I have been kept from honoring my oath to my constituents that elected me to fill the seat. So all I'm asking for is the information that is gathered and accumulates from your daily gatherings at the town office. Whether you're calling those meetings or you're not, the fact that you are together making decisions on behalf of the town is supposed to be available to the
That's
town.
not true.
It is true.
We're not having any meetings, but you're welcome to stop down anytime you like. We haven't kept you from it, you know that. It's open, your mailbox is right there, just like my mailbox. Come down and get whatever you want anytime, Tom. Nobody told you you couldn't come down, so. So, I'm not sure of the information on the website or who runs the website. Do we run the website through the town office side, or do we have somebody who runs that for us?
There is stuff that I post on the website, yes.
Okay, so you're able to, so we'll do our darndest to get stuff on the website.
So my motion to make that official so that the town can have transparency has been stricken. It's dead on the floor. There is no second to my motion. Is that correct?
Here's my take on it.
Just a simple question, yes or no?
I'd say no then.
Okay.
Would you like a reason why?
Not necessarily. Thank you. I think you can
Okay. Any other public comment or question?
The minutes that were just approved, when would they be available to the public?
They're right on the
I
table.
mean, are the minutes out there?
Oh, they're all going?
Oh, the other one? Okay, but I was saying they didn't get one, you didn't get one.
Okay, yeah, they're on the
Okay,
table.
thank you.
Oh.
One other question?
Yes,
So this is the minutes from January 23rd, is that
Yep.
correct? So have the minutes from December 9th?
just about. They're almost done. That was a 3.5-hour meeting, and transcribe all that stuff down. They're almost done, and we were hoping to have them available tonight. We had the other ones done because it was a short meeting, so they'll be done, well, they'll be ready for the next meeting. That's when we'll vote on them. So, but yeah, they're close, very close.
Thank you.
We've been working hard at the stuff. Any other questions? All right. Audit update. Let you go with that.
The audit for 2022 has been completed. It's being printed as we speak, and we're making progress now. We're working on our 2023 audit. We did lose our place in line, but she's allowing me to bring documents in now so that she can get things together, and hopefully we'll have it done within a couple of months. I do want to bring to your attention that I've been working with the CPA. We have a tax bill here from IRS in the amount of $221,255.49. This is an error that was made on our reporting on our 941s. Nothing had been done on it. Somebody had tried to do a 941X. It was done incorrectly. I got the documentation together, went back in, we've applied, we've refiled. So if you know that this error was done in a certain quarter, that everything you do every quarter after that if you have a $221,000 error on this quarter, everything you do every quarter after that's gonna bounce back until that's paid. So it'll put every other quarter off. So this has been completed as of February 6th. So I'm just waiting to hear now from IRS to make sure that it's acceptable to them. And hopefully, what it was an over-reporting of, I think our taxes were like 400 and some odd, our earnings are 400 and some odd thousand, and it was reported as 1,400,000 and some odd thousand, which made our fees off by $200,000. So we've been incurring penalties on this ever since. So I think we've got it corrected, and if we do, we can just go forward.
What was the
Be all right.
time frame this happened?
What?
What was the time frame? What year was this?
This happened in, this is the sad part, this happened in tax period June 30th, 2022. It was tried to be error corrected within just a month or so, and nobody's touched it since.
So before the current employees' times in the town office?
No one current employees has touched it.
Yeah, okay, so that means when you get this, hopefully everybody's happy. Does that amend any penalties that
Yes.
has been occurred?
Yeah,
Great.
that'll be the call of the IRS, but I'm assuming where they can see that we did make an error in 2022, but it should have been, the way this works, if you make the error and it adds across, it populates every other box after
Right.
that. So you can't just fix one box. You have to fix every box that was populated. And they tried to only fix a box. And you can't do it that way. You have to fix them all in order for it to be correct. Because it affects more than one item on that form.
There's $13,000 worth of penalties and fines on that bill.
No doubt.
All right, we all set for the
Yeah, I
audit?
think,
All right, road commissioners report.
Not a whole lot going on. We're working on the patch blocks in between weather events and trying to get the trucks together, cleaned up, taken care of, checked over, make sure we're ready to go for the next time around. As far as spending money, can I spend money right now? I just want to make sure that, is there a cap or anything? Do you want me to keep it under a certain amount?
What other questions?
So we're not 100% sure, we don't have the budget stuff set for, we're in the new year. I know we need to maintain being able to keep the roads up and stuff, so I'm sure there's money there. I'm not,
I'll look at it.
yep.
So we have no answer for the road commissioner.
Yes, we do.
What is the answer then? I didn't
Told the
hear.
road commissioner he only couldn't spend money for one particular day when we had to close it down so we could shut the year, then we could open back up so you could spend again. But as far as your totals, we'll run your totals for you tomorrow so you'll know what you've got in each of your categories.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Town office report.
So on March 5th, it's next Tuesday, the office will be closed because of staff issues, and that is due to the election, which will be held in the garage from 8 to 8 that day, and that's a primary election.
Okay. Other business?
I have some other business. I'll go last if anyone else has any.
Okay, I got some stuff.
Yeah.
We can establish the town meeting and election. So we need 100 days for that from today. That will put nomination papers available 3/3/2024, so March 3rd. Come get your papers. Nomination papers will be returned 4/12/24. 12 of 2024, so April 12th. That will put the election on 6/11, so June, yeah?
Mark, you said 3/3?
3/3/20.
Sunday.
3-1.
Okay, 3/1, 3/1. Okay, they'll be,
Friday.
yeah, they'll be available. And then 4/12 will be returned. I'm not sure if that's a Sunday or
It's a Friday.
it's a Friday. So the election will be June 11th, and then our annual town meeting will be June 12th, which will be the next day. Okay? We're just going with the dates to ensure that everything is legally processed. We're gonna have the 100 days of time there. Something else I have is Krista Merchant's abatement was completed by Tom Drew, Harold Tardy, and Kathy for $64.60. And that's to include a 3% discount because he had that in October before the time constraint. Do we have to have a vote on that?
No, we already did that.
Okay, okay. Something else I have is the security cameras, and I brought a copy for Tom. This is the estimate from Third Eye Global that we discussed the last meeting.
Can I say
And-
something
yes.
about that though?
Yep.
I went down and met with Ryan Pelletier down in the county today, and we can use the money in our, I checked with the school, they didn't use COVID money for their cameras. So I didn't know if we could or not, but I went and checked with Ryan today, and we can use the money,
For the,
that COVID money for these cameras.
all right. So on there shows all the cameras and the pricing. And the total was $9,652.61.
How many cameras was that altogether?
I think there's 10 cameras on
Yes, I
there.
see it.
Yeah. It's good that we can use the COVID money.
Yes. I'll make a motion that we go ahead with this.
You get a motion, you get a second? I'll second it.
Discussion?
Discussion?
Any?
Any discussion? Any discussion?
No, I'm good.
All right, all in favor? And that's to take it out of the COVID money.
Yes.
All right?
Are the cameras for the town?
Yeah, for the town office side.
Just for that side?
Yeah, they've got brand new camera system in the school and stuff.
Well, no, I know the school does.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so that building over there.
Yeah, the school has a couple of cameras over in the superintendent's office, and we've got a little bit of camera system. We're gonna replace them with the same company that did the camera system here in the school.
Are we having a theft problem or something?
No, just for general security. Yeah.
Will they be live streamed?
No,
Why are you laughing?
I don't think many, there won't be any
I like
live
to look at
stream.
the weather, I was one not going outside.
No, open your door, you can get your live stream there.
Used to be live streaming up here. I used to always look at it.
So something else is the UniFirst, we get a new contract. We did discuss on that. UniFirst contract form. And this is for our rugs in the town office.
Monthly, $80.
It's $80.20 monthly.
What's the EOW price mean? What's the price mean? Well, I don't know if maybe we can get them cheaper, this EOW price. I don't know what that means.
Just over 100 right now, so.
Oh, so it's a new price because we're just paying over $100 a month now. No good over 80.
So the
it's
price is
cheaper.
going, it's cheaper.
Yeah.
All right. $20 a month savings is good.
Yeah. I don't see any reason why we need to change it. Yeah, because we were paying 109.45 before. We're gonna go down to 80.20. Paul, get anything from you?
Paul, do you get anything from UniFirst?
No.
No uniforms or anything?
I bought shirts for the guys and that was it.
Okay,
And I bought those, I didn't rent them or anything.
yeah.
You don't get any like, any rugs or hand cleaner or anything like that from them?
Well, we need a motion on that.
Make a motion to accept the new rate of $80.20 per month from UniFirst.
Got a motion, and get a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor? Motion carries. We're going to remove the former treasurer and former employees from all bank accounts. We need to add Bridget until a new treasurer has been hired. And at such time, that person can be added to the bank accounts as well, because there's more than just a whole bunch of names on some of the accounts.
Former employees. that
Former
have been going
employees,
for-
yeah. So, no, he's already looked at those. Quite a few bank accounts. All right. Something else I have here. We need to assign a key and a code for the person selected by the comprehensive board so they can meet at will at the town office. So I know I talked to Louis Cousins about,
That's what the board is.
oh, it's not,
Comprehensive.
okay, the comprehensive board. So Dave Hall, is he here?
There it is.
So key to get in and a code. Do you have a person selected? There'll be one person with the key and the code.
Everybody selected me, I believe.
Okay. So we'll have, we're gonna send a letter in stating that you're gonna have an access code with your email, and then they will email you which code, so nobody else has the code. And we will issue you the key to get in, okay, to the town office.
I'll stop them.
And that's for your use only, since it's issued with the code to your name.
Yes.
Okay.
That'd be used for the planning board too?
No, the planning board's a separate one,
Separate.
but or the steering committee.
No, I'm not on the steering.
What's that?
They'll have a separate.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have a separate. But this is just for the comprehensive board. What's the status of the planning board?
We're looking to get started again. It's been a problem of a place to meet. That's been the major thing holding us up. Several members of the planning board have been active on the comprehensive plan committee.
Okay, so you're on the planning board as well?
I'm chair of both committees.
Okay. Well, I don't see a problem using the both, which I guess you can want. Anybody else have a problem on that? No? Okay. So we need a motion on that.
Motion to nominate Danny Paul to have the key to the comprehensive plan and the planning board.
Okay.
Key and plan.
Give a second for that? I'll second. All in favor? Okay, motion carries.
Just a note about the comprehensive plan. The survey has gone out. We sent out 500 copies, which is 30 more than we did almost 30 years ago. We've gotten 130 back so far. We're hoping for more. If somebody wants to fill out a survey and did not get one, you can stop at the town office, and we have some available there. If you didn't mail them back, you're just wasting some tax money because you gave yourself a restaurant envelope in there. We hope to hear from everybody.
Thanks, Dave. Something else?
Steering committee, who they gonna pick?
So I gotta sign a key to the, we're gonna sign a key to the, in the code of the steering committee, chairman, or
Yes.
whoever you chose.
The steering committee has met twice, and I am the chairman to that committee, chairwoman, chairperson. Anyway, we too are asking for a key and a code to have access to the town office after hours, so we could follow the same process that you're asking of the other committees. Okay. Also, once our minutes have been approved by the committee, we would like to be able to post them on the web, and we just need to know what process to follow, and just to make sure that we're following whatever guidelines you would like us to do. We didn't want to assume anything. Okay. Is that going to work?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
So
Thank you.
we need, so you're gonna be the key holder?
Yes.
So,
I'll make a motion to nominate Larry Chamberlain as the key and code holder for the steering committee.
okay, give a second.
I second it.
Okay, all in favor? Motion carries. All right, we got a quadrant, it's the new postage meter agreement. That's the meter box that's in the town office on the desk that we send all the postage through. It's $76.99 per month for that. So we need to make a motion on accepting that new rate for the postage meter.
The one that is currently being used in the office will be obsolete come December.
Okay, so they're going to bring in the new,
A completely new machine
okay.
compared to what's in there right now, and it's supposed to be all in compliance. If we wait until December with the current machine, the rates may
Change.
Motion to accept the new postage meter as presented.
Is there a second on that?
I'll second that.
All in favor? Motion carries. And we get a bill from the county. Is it the county commissioners or?
Yeah, County of Aroostook. And that's for services. So the reason why we're getting the bill now is because they're going to be changing their tax year. So they have sent us a bill. First of all, I had to talk with Ryan today to see exactly what we're getting this bill for from the county of Aroostook. It's $100 and some odd thousand a year, and it's for law enforcement, it's the district attorney, it's for the sheriff's department, it's for the registry of deeds, it's for the probate, it's, I wasn't aware of all of this, but they're changing their fiscal year to July. So the bill they've given us now is for 6 months. And this bill here is for, let me see here, it's gonna be for $68,266 for the 6 months. And we can pay it, which we owe it, or because we just paid our last bill, and now they're changing their accounting period, we can wait and pay it September 1st if we wish. We can put it off in 2 payments, September 1st and September 1st of 25. Or we can put it off in 3 separate bills of September 1st, September of 24, 25, and 26. So we need to make a decision on how the community would like to pay this bill. Either way, we owe it. So if we have funds, we probably, it's your call, but we do owe the bill, and it's $68,000. $68,266.
And that'll bring it current till July.
Yeah, and that's for 6 months. And that'll bring us, it will be current, we pay that.
Did we always have that bill?
Yes, we always had that bill.
Did it rise?
Huh?
Did it rise?
It goes up a little bit every year, but it seems like it's so much right now because we just paid our bill. And now they're changing their accounting period, but they're giving you an opportunity to break it up if your municipality needs to.
Is the funds there?
Yes.
I think we should pay it.
Is there a penalty if we push off?
A little bit of interest penalty here, but the thing of it is the way Ryan explained it to me is by giving us the opportunity in the past to pay it up to November 1st, they were borrowing money when all these municipalities owed them money. And so it was costing them, I think he told me right around $50,000 a year to allow us to wait until a certain date to pay our money. So I was trying to get heads or tails of this, but interest shall accrue at the rate of 8.5% on all unpaid balances of the county tax that are due beginning on November 1st of 2024, unless you opted in for a payment plan by completing it. So if we don't pay it if we don't pay the total 6 months and we don't opt a payment plan, we're going to have to pay the 8.5% interest.
If you choose one of those plans you just mentioned, no interest.
No interest. So they can kind of plan on, but we do owe it, so.
We get discount for paying it all up, right?
No. They're not that crazy.
So just one more question. We're not sure how much money the road commissioner can spend. How do we know that we can,
We're not talking
like,
about how much he can spend, we're talking about what's left in his budget,
okay,
for his budget. We haven't completed these.
okay. But we know that these funds are there.
We have these funds, but they're not, Paul knows what his budget, he needs to know exactly what his budget numbers are, so he'll know what he can spend. And it was always provided in the past. Every meeting, he used to get a printout that told him exactly where he was, and that needs to start happening again.
Absolutely, yeah.
So if we pay it now, with restraint on anything else?
I don't believe so, but I mean, I don't know if any act of God comes up.
You can save it all, why not do it now?
Well, that's your call. You can decide.
Does that bill apply if you're unorganized territory?
Say it again?
Would that still apply if Woodland was going to use municipality that became unorganized?
I don't know. I don't think so, but I don't know that for a fact.
Is Louis here?
Louis, yeah, was Louis here?
Louis? What's that? Is Louis' cousins here?
Yeah.
Oh, do you know anything on that? If that,
So I know the plantations still pay a county tax, and it is the town's share of law enforcement, jails, the county commissioner themselves. The rest of the unorganized, the T's and R's, I'm not positive if they get it or not, because they don't have a central government, they're part of the state oversight. So I can't answer that one. You know the plantations, Winterville, Sear Plantation, Oxbow Plantation, they all get a county tax bill.
I do know about that the tax, of course, you know the tax rate's a lot different in unorganized territory.
The real estate.
Yes, the real estate tax.
Yes.
So that's what makes me think, I don't think they pay like the lion's share of this, like the rest of the municipalities do. Yeah.
Where they're governed by the state, right, then it would be the main state police responding to them versus the Wisconsin Sheriff's Department.
We have both.
There's a share, so the state police covers part of us, and then they switch.
Right,
So, I mean,
but then again, we're a town, right?
that's right.
Yeah, we're a town, so I think we pay it.
We started with the audit and we're going to go IRS.
We, actually, that is an error.
Okay.
It was a true found error. Instead of reporting $404,000, it was $1,404,000. That's how this tax got assessed to begin with. And and it populates the whole form. And it was tried.
We owe some money because of fees and...
No, once they find out this was the error and you repopulate your form, it'll disqualify all those penalties and interest.
All right, I
Yeah.
misunderstood.
Yep.
Okay.
We've got our fingers crossed, yeah, but I'm quite sure it does.
So it sounds like you're looking for feedback from people?
Yes.
So based on the information that you shared, we owe this money as a town. They do provide a very dynamic service for us as a town and all its residents. The county commissioner has been clear that because of municipalities that don't pay, the county is then responsible for paying interest to get loans to pay for their own stuff, which sounds ridiculous to me, which is the wrong way to model how to be economically appropriate. Meaning the county lost $50,000 because they paid it in interest. That's insane. So if we can be part of the solution, I would hope we would do that. Right. But even if we did that, we would have done our fair share to support the county that's supporting us.
Any other feedback? So we want to put that to a motion?
Make a motion that we pay the 6-month fee in the amount of, I gotta look it up again, $68,266 by the first day of September of 2024. Is second?
I'll second that, yes.
All in favor? Motion carries.
Okay, I'm gonna put this in here, and I'm gonna sign it, and you two sign it. We get this back to Ryan. I'm gonna give this whole thing back to Jim.
That's all I had for stuff there. And you had some stuff
I
on?
do, anyone else?
Good news and stuff?
We need to accept the resignation of Matt Ellis. I move to accept his resignation letter.
Okay, all in favor? Okay.
And I would like to regretfully it's a shame that we've lost such a great employee. The town has truly lost someone who is incredibly eligible.
Could you speak up? I can't hear you.
I said it's a regret to have to announce that Matt Ellis has moved on. He was a very good, dedicated employee that came to the town with a lot of skill, ability to run equipment of any kind. It's not very often that the town gains a seasoned employee. The times that we lived in kind of made that a happy accident for our town. So we have disrupted a very organized, team-worthy group of men in the highway department. And I hope we don't lose anyone else. The roads have been taken care of impeccably. These guys know what they're doing. I am going to read his resignation letter. I, Matthew Ellis, with his permission, I, Matthew Ellis, regret to inform you that I will be terminating my employment with the town of Woodland effective February 16, 2024 for the following reasons. During my employment, administrative staff have withheld W-2 tax forms. I have received pay beyond the agreed payday, have provided inaccurate leave time balances, and failed to provide any personal policy information. The select board members have created chaos while being more concerned with their personal issues rather than town business, as well as providing inaccurate information to the employees and the townspeople. There is also pre-employment agreements that have not been upheld. Those are his words, his reasons, and those should be your concerns as we narrowly follow down the road of transparency. Something is not working in this town. It's very simple. And it's coming at a steep cost.
Can I ask a question?
Certainly.
Paul, are you his boss?
What?
Was you his boss?
Yeah.
So wouldn't you oversee to make sure that everything goes smoothly for him? If he has a complaint, did he complain to you about? He never?
No, just about personnel policy, which is outdated, and he never received a copy. And he asked me several times about the W-2s, and I asked Bridget, she told me that they were printed, but they were holding on to them for some reason.
They were actually put in your mailbox, and you never came to get them.
I didn't get mine until the 8th. One was posted on the 8th of February. The 8th of February, Bridget, really?
Some people don't get involved.
So I'll speak on that behalf. As far as W-2s go, that actually was the job of the other individual, and that individual was not in the office, so that is something I had to take on along with my other duties.
But there are laws, you already have those out by the 31st. They were not postmarked until the 8th of February.
Yes, ma'am, they were. So they were. I don't know where that paper started.
I have the envelope if you'd like to see it.
I know what they were posted.
Of course you would, you don't put it.
Bring it in if you'd like. If you'd like to, you can bring it in. We'll take a look at it.
Yeah, absolutely, I will. And what are you going to do about it?
Well, we'll talk to her about it. How about that?
All right, I'll do it now.
It's inappropriate right now to discuss employees in this forum. If we have an issue with any employee, we'll discuss it with the appropriate department head. It's not to be discussed in this forum.
And who is her department head?
We are.
Okay, so can I have a meeting with you?
Yes, you can.
Okay. I'll set it up
Anytime.
with you after.
So my only comment on that is I got the resignation, I read down through it, and what he was stating here, anytime I had a conversation with Matt Ellis, was totally cordial. Nothing was ever mentioned to me. I talked to him more than a dozen times over the past couple of months. This was all new news. I didn't even understand I don't know any prior agreements that was made to him. You know, there was nothing in writing. So that was, I had no idea what any of it was about when I read that resignation.
Did you reach out to him to find out?
Don't talk about employees in this forum.
He gave me permission to speak to it.
You can, if he gave you permission.
So I'm asking, did you reach out to him?
I did not reach out to myself, no. But I mean, I've been in a bunch of times and talked to him the week before.
I reached out to him to see if there was anything we could do to keep him on board, because it is a tremendous loss to the town. And his answer was he knew that I had no negotiating power alone to offer him any solution to his grievance.
If he hadn't, that resignation letter was the first we heard about it. Go ahead, Tom.
I'm calling Anderson. All I gotta say is, he was one of the best employers that the town had for many years. He could run anything, he could do anything. It's a shame that we lost him. You couldn't find no better person than him. And he was good-natured. He was good to work with. I don't think he had a trouble with nobody in the town in a way, otherwise, in the meetings and everything going on. It's destructive. It all boils down into the people that work underneath. All I gotta say, it's very shameful that we lost somebody like that over foolishness. It's just plain foolishness.
So here's the deal. Paul Pelletier is the road foreman. He runs that side of the house. Whatever decisions, I mean, he dictates what he does. I have no idea.
You don't think he's got his hands full too?
That's his job, yeah.
But do you think he's happy with the whole situation that's going on?
I have no idea.
Well,
I didn't.
Listen, all you do is open your eyes. This town is destructive, and I don't know what's going to bring it back around. We're like politics here. Well, it's about time to put it all aside.
and start working for the town.
Yeah, and work for the people.
The only things I've heard about that house was he was doing a great job winning back. That's all we heard of the townspeople talking. Other than that, I had no idea he was.
I'm just ashamed that we lost somebody that good.
We are too.
For 15 years, Paul, for 5 years or more, we ain't had a person that capable that can do things like him. And listen, I've been around equipment, I know. It's a shame to lose them. And it's about time we all gotta grow up and put our big boy pants on or whatever. That's all I gotta say.
Ethan Rosenthal, 227 Langley Road. If Mr. Ellis had come to any one of you board members in the sense of presenting a termination letter or anything like that, given the explanation that you were given, Mr. Drew, was it ever considered to have a conversation with the road commissioner, all three board members, and Mr. Ellis to be present in the sense of consideration of working him through that and trying to keep him on board? Was that ever anything that was ever...
I offered him that. He knew I was powerless. I don't think you understand that. I did reach out to him to try to get him to stay, to figure out what we could do. Anything he would have said, I would have tried to do. But I don't believe any of my peers reached out to the man once they received the same resignation I received. That's my question. I don't know why we did not work as your government body to try to ensure that the best employees we've had remain here.
So after you had that conversation, you would have reached out to the other two board members as well and tried to...
I do not reach out to the other two board members at the moment. different things going on that will be made aware to the public probably next week.
So the efforts set forth in trying to achieve what we hope to achieve, you weren't fully followed through with?
My responsibility as a good human being and a representative to the town was to reach out to that employee, try to figure out why he was going to leave, what we could do to try to keep him. That's what I did. I did my job. Yes, I did my job.
But you also know that it's part of the job to work with all the other crap.
Oh, I do know that. Yeah, I'm well aware of that. Pardon me? Court orders are what? Oh, I misheard you.
But that shouldn't really be put on just one.
Yeah, you're talking
Three.
about
There's three.
why
They
did you
have
talk
to
to
be
Jim?
those responsibilities.
Yeah, they do.
He was the gentleman that got the resignation.
But they all,
All right.
All at the same time.
We all got this resignation,
Okay.
but only one reached out.
and we discussed it with Paul for a quick second in the hallway there, and it was,
So
he was done, had his mind made up.
we're recognizing that we don't have full communication between all three board members.
You know why? You know why? You know why? You know why?
Let's hear it, let's hear it.
Dean, you got a question?
No, but I got a comment. This is nuts.
Yes, absolutely it is.
It's nuts that somebody resigns. We lost other good employees.
Not like
I didn't
him.
hear a lot of grief.
Not like
Just a
him.
second ago, we were looking at losing a second one.
I believe that's an inaccurate statement, Mr.
This-
Gregory.
Well, I don't care what you believe.
Well,
Tom,
I
I'm talking, let me
A year ago,
finish.
there were 66 votes with no confidence stated against me because employees were missing in the town office. We have relived everything on that scripture that was read aloud a year ago, and all I see is a delayed election, no audit. I don't see any scheduled annual town meeting. Everything that is on that paper, you can cross my name off and replace it with other people, and they're guilty of everything they've accused me of. We have lost more than one employee.
I know we have.
Yes.
And that was when you were one of the ones that was.
We've lost two recently.
There's no reason during a selectmen's meeting that this conversation should ever be held. Ever.
So your opinion is worth more than Tom Anderson's opinion, is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying
All right.
this is not the sport.
All right, let's move along.
Yeah, I know, it's scary to hear what you're saying.
And with Robert Rules and Bob should be elected.
Sure, exactly. Go ahead.
On the 19th of December, I didn't receive it then, but it was in my mailbox and it was handed to me. So, I would like to move to strike the change of job descriptions based upon the fact that it was done illegally. And if we all agree that we would like to move this town forward, there's only one law to follow. That's the one written for us to read. We haven't a charter. We don't have any policies yet. Our only hope in this town at the moment is a steering committee that hopefully are capable of putting any bias aside and coming up with laws for this board to follow in the future. That is the last hope that I have for the town of Woodland. So, when that meeting was adjourned on the 19th, that means no more business could be done until the next meeting. An executive session only lives within the confinement of an adjournment and a call to order. Outside of that, there is no executive session. But on this day, it is by unanimous decision by the Board of Selectmen present that the position of the town clerk of Woodland, Maine, be equal to that of the town administrator. Both positions will report to the Board of Selectmen for approval of all work-related conflicts and questions. Any controversy will be decided upon by the Select Board. Number 2, it is by unanimous decision the Board of Selectmen present have decided to accept the referral of the town's attorney, Mr. Richard Solomon, to accept the services of Bernstein Shore and M. Freeman for any personnel issues that the town of Woodland may encounter. In an email sent to Emily Brooks on February 14, 2023, Dear Emily, I am sorry to hear about the Select Board's concerns about its upcoming meeting. The Board generally has the authority to adjourn its meeting at any time, particularly if the Board is concerned about public safety or the safety of the Board. However, this approach should generally be a last resort. The Board should note that it must adjourn its meeting. No remaining Board issues can be conducted outside of the public meeting. Any decisions or discussions would need to occur at the next public meeting. We pay dues for legal counsel for MMA. They are there for dairy farmers and carpenters, construction people to call upon for legal counsel, because we are not qualified in some respects to know everything the law provides us. So we reach out to them as a unified board, hopefully, for guidance. The rules haven't changed since February 14, 2023. The email is from MMA Legal Services, Brianna, from their services. The difference is that the town clerk has special statutory mandated responsibilities involving elections. The town clerk has special statutory mandates responsible for record and reporting of vital statistics like births, deaths, and marriages. That's why you have a clerk and an administrator. They are parallel, but they do not cross. And we are elected politicians, officials put in play by the public, and we have no authority or skill set to handle the responsibilities set forth in the statutes for a job description for either position. So, I seek a second on striking this wordplay on paper after the meeting was adjourned. Not only did it take place in an illegal environment, but the arguments are the same. So we don't have a charter, we don't have any bylaws, so we follow state statutes. And I hope the steering committee recognizes that. Do I have a second to rescind that motion?
I second it.
I wish you could, ma'am. So you're not going to change your answers?
When we looked into all that, with the lawyer
Yes or no?
situation.
No, thank you very much. Thank you. I tried. Transparency.
You should have been there.
The
You
truth
weren't
is-
there. You should have been there.
The
You decided
truth
not to
is
come.
the
You
truth.
didn't go to
That's
the
what
meeting.
happens. You weren't there for any of the discussion. You don't know what's been playing out for the past 2 months, so.
Oh, I think I do.
No, you have not attended an executive session in months. You have absolutely no idea of any discussion.
We'll speak about that next month.
Sure.
Anything else? Anything else, Tom?
No, I have none. Nothing. Thank you for your time.
Yeah,
Make
sure.
sure.
Do you have an animal control officer in this town?
Yes, we do.
Well, I called him this afternoon, I haven't seen him yet. I have two neighbors of mine, each have dogs, they run loose. They were over my porch last night, made a mess all over. Who's gonna clean that up? Something's gonna have to be done here. That's not the first time I've had trouble with it. This keeps hard, because I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you, if it happens again, I'll shoot the dogs right there in the driveway.
So you try to hold Dave Reinbold, that's who you contacted?
Who?
Dave Reinbold?
Yes.
Okay. And he's our animal control officer.
He was over there last year, and he said to me, where's the dogs? And I said, well, they went home. Well, don't call me anymore unless the dogs are in your driveway. I don't have to put up with that.
We'll try to get a hold of
I've
him.
been friggin' down for 7 years.
You left a message for him?
I did.
Okay.
I told him what happened. Haven't seen him, never heard about it. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
He's having all the time over there.
Do you have this gentleman's name?
Yes.
Kathy knows.
Okay, just want to make sure we can reach back out to him because he's asking us to.
Yep.
And we said we would.
Good, thank you.
No need, really, there isn't.
We'll reach out to him.
If I had a dog, he was running loose on time. That's supposed to be the law in the state of Maine.
Yep.
No one in this town, it's state law.
Wayne, do you know who don't have to tell me here, but do you know who the dogs belong to?
Yes, I know.
Okay, I'll give you a call and get that information, and I'll get a hold of Mr. Reinbold.
Did you ask the owners of the dogs and talk to them about it?
Yes, I have.
Okay. I know, right, I know that sometimes it's happened.
I talked to him, the last time I talked to him, he said, get the stuff back across the road. There.
Don't keep the dogs.
All right. Okay, all right. So make a motion, we adjourn? All in favor?
There's no executive